Good afternoon to all of you. So we will start with MPI subject and in continuation with Unit 4 topic that was timer counter subroutines and BCD conversion. So do you have any doubt? You want to ask anything? Timers counters we studied very thoroughly and very briefly. If you want to ask anything, you can ask. We will start with subroutines in 885. We discussed all the programming techniques also. There also I told you about subroutine. So is it audible and the screen is visible to you or not, students? The screen is visible to you or not? Please confirm it. Not visible. Okay, it's visible now. Okay, that's good. So any doubt you want to ask? Do you have any query? Actually, the strength of the class is always very low. So will your friends join the class today? So we will start with subroutine. See, please inform your friends that at least you can see the videos afterwards so that these topics will be clear to you. We are discussing subroutine in 885. And that day also we discussed what do you mean by subroutine. It is a sequence of program instructions that perform a specific task packaged as a unit. This unit can be used in programs wherever that particular task have to be performed. See, the language always in my notes is very simple. I prepare my notes from all the standard books only. I don't use any local books. For reference, I use all the standard books. And I have shared all the books in the Google Classroom also, from which I prepare my notes. Okay, and the language is very simple, and you can go through these notes also. So, what is a subroutine? It is a separate program written for the convenience of user, because I need a program which I have to use in a program which will be running several number of times. So if I will write that few lines several number of times in a program, the length of the program will also increase. Okay, and again I have to write the same logic. So instead of doing this, what I will do, I will create a separate package or a unit in which I will write those few lines of the program which I need to be repeated n number of times. And then I can store that program separately at separate different memory location. And in the main program, what I will do, I will just call that program. So automatically that will be shifted, the cursor will be shifted, the program counter will be shifted to that memory location whenever call instruction is executed in the main program. So I think this is very basic logic. You are IT students and you deal maximum with your programming skills. So these things are very easy to understand. So here, which set of instructions we use? We use call and return instruction. The different types of subroutine instructions are, we have discussed, I'm just recalling you so that you can write your programs very easily. Unconditional call instruction, which is written as CALL. Okay, value of program counter is transferred to the memory stack, and where that subroutine memory, that program will be stored, it will be stored in the stack pointer. stack memory. So what will happen after executing call instruction? The program counter data is shifted to the stack pointer value. So it's transferred to the memory stack and value of stack pointer is decremented by 2. तो वो एड्रेस जो मेन प्रोग्राम का था वो कहाँ जाके स्टोर होगा? वो स्टोर होगा स्टैक मेमोरी में. तो स्टैक पॉइंटर पे अब तुम्हारा वो एड्रेस सेव हो चुका है. ठीक है. एंड देन because I need this address of main program also, now that my loop has changed, so the previous address should be stored properly so that when return instruction comes from the subroutine program, then that cursor have to be shifted to the main program. So from where it will take that address? It will take that address from stack pointer to return to the main program. ओके. तो जैसे ही मैंने स्टैक पॉइंटर में कुछ सेव किया है तो क्या होता है? ऑटो डिक्रीमेंट हो जाते हैं मेमोरी लोकेशन. ठीक है. कंडीशनल कॉल, वी ऑल नो दिस डिफरेंट कंडीशनल कॉल्स, CC, CNC, CZ, CNZ, CP, CPO and CNCP. Okay. Then unconditional return instruction, RET, is used to mark the end of subroutine. It has no parameter. After execution of this instruction, program control is transferred back to main program from where it had stopped. Clear? Value of PC is retrieved from the memory stack and value of stack pointer is incremented by 2. Is it clear, this logic, students? Any doubt? So conditional return, we all know RC, RNC, RNZ, RN, RP. Stack and stack pointer in 885 memory. This stack is a last in first out data structure implemented in the RAM area, random access memory area, and is used to store addresses and data when the microprocessor branches to a subroutine. The stack pointer register will hold the address of the top of location of the stack. We have seen TOS, top of stack location. जैसे मैं कोई नया डेटा उसमें स्टोर करती हूँ तो मेमोरी विल बी डिक्रीमेंटेड. ठीक है. मेमोरी एड्रेस विल बी डिक्रीमेंटेड. और जैसे ही मैं डेटा आउट करती हूँ, पॉप करती हूँ, तो मेमोरी एड्रेस विल बी इंक्रीमेंटेड. ओके. द स्टैक पॉइंटर रजिस्टर विल होल्ड द एड्रेस ऑफ द टॉप लोकेशन ऑफ द स्टैक. तो एसपी क्या है? मेरा रजिस्टर है जो मैंने आर्किटेक्चर में पढ़ा था. ठीक है. पीसी प्रोग्राम काउंटर इज अगेन अ रजिस्टर विच विल स्टोर द एड्रेस ऑफ नेक्स्ट इंस्ट्रक्शन टू बी एग्जीक्यूटेड बाय द माइक्रोप्रोसेसर in the program. So stack pointer register will hold the address of the top location of the stack. SP is a special purpose 16-bit register. It contains a memory address. Suppose SP contents are this. I'm showing you an example. Stack pointer contents are this. ठीक है. Then the 8085 interprets it as follows. Memory location. These are having useful information. In other words, these locations are treated as filling locations. Memory location FC77X, these are not having any useful information. In other words, these locations are treated as empty location. SP contents are this. ठीक है ना. FC78X stack pointer में है. उससे पहले क्या है उससे हमें मतलब नहीं है. In other words, location are treated as empty locations. इसके आगे की locations जो होगी वो हमारे लिए useful होगी. This is my top of the stack 5C78 hex. On a stack, the stack memory we will have address. ठीक है. stack memory मैं कह रही हूँ कि वो FABC से start हो रही है और मैंने FC78 पे कुछ डेटा स्टोर कर रहा है. स्टैक पॉइंटर में मेरा FC78X मार्क है तो उस लोकेशन पे जाकर इट कैन रिट्रीव द डेटा. सो इन अदर वर्ड्स इस लोकेशन ऑन अ स्टैक वी कैन परफॉर्म टू ऑपरेशंस पुश एंड पॉप. यू ऑल नो स्टैक मेमोरी में डेटा एंटर करना है पुश, आउट करना है पॉप. इन केस पुश ऑपरेशन द SP रजिस्टर गेट डिक्रीज्ड by 2 and new data item used to insert onto the top of the stack. On the other hand, last in first out. जो डेटा सबसे लास्ट में इन होगा वो सबसे पहले बाहर आएगा. ठीक है, दिस इज द topology which we are using over here. On the other hand, in case of the pop operation, the data item will have to be deleted from the top of the stack and the SP register will get increased by the value of 2. Clear? Thus, the contents of SP specify the top most useful location in the stack. In C, we have discussed stack memory very briefly. So I won't be repeating all those things, all those diagrams. We have discussed it earlier. So in other words, it indicates the memory location with the smallest address having useful information. Now we will see this code conversion techniques, how to add two BCD numbers. Or before that, we will discuss different types of conversions. Okay, there are different types of code conversion techniques which we can use. Like in digital electronics, you can convert your number systems from binary to BCD, hexadecimal codes. So here we are having different types of code conversions which we can accept any number from the keyboard. Okay, so BCD to binary conversion, binary to BCD conversion. This we will see. So what is BCD to binary conversion, students? Do you know this conversion? BCD to binary? पता है सबको? Any idea how you can do? How you can convert? No reply. I'm waiting. No one is replying. I will tell you. BCD to binary conversion. To BCD, to convert BCD number into its binary equivalent, we have to use the principle of positional weighing in a given number. For example, 67 is my binary coded decimal number. So whose values lies from 0 to 9. Okay, BCD, binary coded decimal. 67 is my BCD. I want to convert it into binary conversion. तो पहले मैं hex में कर लूंगी. Hex करने के बाद मैं उसको 0 1s में put कर दूंगी. To perform above, it is necessary to separate an 8-bit packed BCD number into two 4-bit unpacked. We have to always do packing and unpacking of BCD numbers. So for that, I will split this BCD number. It's very typical to use this book. So what is the process for packing and unpacking of BCD numbers? (67) 6 into 0A hex plus 7. So I will get 6 into A is 3C hex. A is my 10. Okay. A is my 10. I want to convert this. So I will get. So is it clear? 43 hex. So we have to unpack the 8-bit packed BCD. BCD 1 and BCD 2 and then convert each digit into its binary value according to its position. Finally, add both numbers to obtain the binary equivalent. So this logic you have to apply in programming also. So we will see a 2-digit BCD to binary conversion and we will first see how we will convert binary to BCD. That is very easy. You all know. In the form of 4 digits, we will recollect. We will make its hexadecimal code. Or you can directly convert binary into decimal by dividing. So both the ways are there. This is one of the example. You can find out. This is my binary number and this is my BCD number. To represent the number in the BCD requires 12 bits or 3 BCD digits as shown below. So what are the conversion steps? Step 1. If the number is equal to or greater than 100, divide number by 100. ये जैसे यहाँ पे है तुम्हारा 1, 2, 3 डेसिमल आ रहा है. If the number is this is greater than or equal to 100, divide number by 100. The quotient gives the most significant digit. Digit 2 of the BCD number. If number is less than 100, go to step 2. 100 से लेस है नंबर तो क्या करना है? If the number that is remainder of the first division is equal to or greater than 10, divide number by 10 repeatedly until the remainder is less than 10. See, we all know this conversion step. ठीक है ना? बाइनरी टू डेसिमल में कन्वर्ट कैसे करते हैं? हम डिवाइड बाय 10 करते हैं. 100 से बड़ा नंबर है तो डिवाइड बाय 100 करते हैं. ठीक है, और जो रिमाइंडर होता है उसको तुम लिखते जाते हो. एंड यू विल गेट योर BCD number. So these are the two very important steps. Now we will see a basic program to add two BCD numbers. Please write down it in your copy. लिख लिया प्रोग्राम? So what we are doing, we are adding two BCD numbers where starting address is 2000 and the number is stored at this and this memory location and store sum into 250. Memory starting at 2000, what it signifies? सबसे important question. ठीक है, और number कहाँ stored है? 2500 और 2500 एक memory location पे it is stored. Okay, two BCD numbers. First input and second input. Okay, and store the result third output at 2502 and carry if generated into 2503 memory address. Okay, so this is a rough structure which is drawn. इनपुट डेटा, मेमोरी एड्रेसेस. ओके, मेमोरी एड्रेसेस ये दोनों थे, उन पे क्या क्या इनपुट डेटा हमने अज्यूम कर लिया है. यू कैन सी हियर एज सच द डेटा इज नॉट मेंशन्ड, so you have to write a generalized program. If it is mentioned कि add 34 and 74 BCD, then you can directly use that in the program. So MVI instruction you have to use over there. Here you have to use LXI instructions. ठीक है, मेमोरी एड्रेस ये आ गया. अब मुझे रिजल्ट कहाँ से स्टोर करना है? 2502 और 2503 पे. 2503 एंड 2502 पे मेरा सम स्टोर होगा 34 प्लस 74 BCD and the carry is stored at this. And what is the total of 34 and 74? It is 108. Okay, it's 108. So 1 is the carry and sum is 08, which is stored. Now I am showing you here your stack memory. ये जो डायग्राम था एम्प्टी फुल वाला पीछे जो हमने डिस्कस किया था सब रूटीन्स में, दैट डायग्राम इज देयर. नाउ हाउ आई विल राइट द प्रोग्राम. आई विल टेल यू द एल्गोरिथम और यू कैन राइट योर ओन प्रोग्राम ऑल्सो. ठीक है, वी आर एडिंग टू BCD नंबर्स. और माइक्रोप्रोसेसर कैसे परफॉर्म करता है? डू यू नो स्टूडेंट्स? माइक्रोप्रोसेसर परफॉर्म्स ऑल द ऑपरेशन इन हेक्साडेसिमल कोड. So it will add all the things. It will treat the numbers in the form of hexadecimal. तो जो result होगा वो भी hexadecimal में आएगा. And we want to add two BCD numbers. BCD number is not more than 9. Here I can get the result 108. तो मेरा decimal है, ठीक है, but here I will get output as hexadecimal. ठीक है, तो उसके लिए मुझे अपना लॉजिक अप्लाई करना पड़ेगा BCD numbers के लिए. So load 00 hex in a register, load contents from memory, that is LXI, move content from L register to accumulator. HL में जो डेटा है, फर्स्ट इनपुट सेकेंड इनपुट, जो मेरा सेकेंड इनपुट है उसको मैंने एक्यूमुलेटर में ले लिया है और उसको मैंने एक्यूमुलेटर से ऐड कर दिया है H के डेटा के साथ, ठीक है। देन add 0 6 if sum is greater than 9. If sum is greater than 9, मैंने add किया 7 plus 3. You can see here, I will again show you 7 plus 3 MSBs and 4 plus 4 is 8. Is 8 greater than 9? No. So it will be written as it is 8. So this logic I will check, add 0 6 if sum is greater than 9 or auxiliary carry is not 0. If carry flag is not equal to 1, go to step 8. If carry flag is not equal to 1, carry flag में 1 नहीं आता है तो हमें कुछ भी स्टोर करने की जरूरत नहीं। कैरी रजिस्टर में अगर 1 आता है तो वी हैव टू स्टोर दैट कैरी वैल्यू एट मेमोरी लोकेशन। आई थिंक इट इज 2503. So I have to check whether carry is generated or not. Increment carry register by 1. If carry is not equal to 1 तो सीधा step 8 पे आ जाएगा. Will store the data into memory. Addition हो गया है, उस डेटा को मैंने स्टोर कर दिया है, क्लियर। एंड इफ कैरी इज जनरेटेड देन क्या हो गया, इंक्रीमेंट कैरी रजिस्टर बाय 1, जिसमें मैं कैरी स्टोर करूंगी। मैंने कैरी किस में स्टोर किया है, किसी भी रजिस्टर में, जो पहले हमने 00 हेक्स डाल दिया है उसके बाद में उसको इंक्रीमेंट कर दूंगी। Is it clear? So I will initialize any register by value of 0. Move contents from carry register to accumulator. Store contents of accumulator into memory and stop. Clear? So now write the program. Start writing the program, student. I will wait for you. I am giving you, I have shared all the logic, algorithm. I am giving you 5 minutes. Please start writing down the program by your own. Try to write. Write down. Yes, students. Please reply. Can you write the program by your own? Komal, Amisha, Naman, Gunjan. Can you write the program, students? Please be active. Not a single student is replying in the class. What all you are doing? Just mobile is on and you are sleeping or doing your some other work. Yes, students, please reply. My voice is clear. Instructions are not so clear to me. After first midterm, you are telling this thing, Naman, तो fail हो जाओगे माइक्रोप्रोसेसर में, पता है? Because जितना slow मैं पढ़ा रही हूँ तुमको, and I have discussed so thoroughly all the instructions, so you have to go through the instruction, go through the videos, read the books. Otherwise, you are unable to simplify the program, and unit 3rd and unit 4th both are totally based on programming skills. और फिर भी तुम्हें कोई डाउट हो तो पूछ सकते हो. You can come to college also if you are here, but at least you can ask the doubts in the chat box. तो उसके लिए पहले खुद को पढ़ना पड़ेगा ना, तभी डाउट्स पूछ सकोगे. So students, MVI इंस्ट्रक्शन, ठीक है. उसके बाद LHLD या LXI कुछ भी यूज में लो तुम. LHLD से तुमने 2500 को इनिशियलाइज कर दिया है, जहां से फर्स्ट डेटा लेना है, और सेकेंड डेटा मतलब फर्स्ट डेटा इनपुट L में स्टोर हो जाएगा तुम्हारा, H में 2501 का डेटा स्टोर हो जाएगा, विच आई हैव शोन ओवर हियर। HL, L में 2500 एंड H में 2501 का। दिस इज फर्स्ट 8-bit डेटा एंड दिस इज द सेकेंड 8-bit डेटा विच आई वांट टू ऐड। उसके बाद मूव A, L, L में जो डेटा था 34 हेक्स वो A में ले लिया, अब मैंने ऐड कर दिया। वेरी सिंपल, वेरी सिंपल, ऐड H। Then I'm using a DAA instruction, decimal addressed accumulator, which will check whether the number is binary coded decimal or not. BCD आया नहीं आया वो चेक हो जाएगा और इससे तुम्हारा सही रिजल्ट मिलेगा। Otherwise you can apply logic also. You can check the result if sum is greater than 9 or auxiliary carry flag is 1, then add 9 to that number. So DA will perform all those operations. Then after DAA, what I will do, I will check whether carry is generated or not. If carry is generated, I am using JNC if no carry. नो कैरी तो ये 200C पे मतलब कैरी जनरेट ही नहीं हुआ तो मुझे उसमें कुछ स्टोर करना ही नहीं है, ठीक है। Carry is not generated, I won't be storing that, so I will store the result in accumulator STA at 2502. At 2502. And if not, it will jump to 2000C. Jump if not carry तो सीधा result store हो गया है। If carry is generated तो increment carry INR C, जिसमें मैंने C को पहले ही 0 से initialize कर दिया है, MT 0 इंक्रीमेंट हो गया। उसके बाद वापस 2502 पे एडिशन का रिजल्ट और फिर C का रिजल्ट अक्यूमुलेटर से लेके STA 2503। तो दिस इज माय होल प्रोग्राम। यू वांट टू राइट द प्रोग्राम? Yes, students, or should I move ahead? लिख लिया तुमने प्रोग्राम? चलो ठीक है, we will move ahead, no issues. All the explanation is given for this very simple program. हर एक इंस्ट्रक्शन का मीनिंग समझा रखा है। Again, it's explained so that you become excellent in programming skills and how to write the program. ठीक है students? Any doubt? Anything you want to ask? More programs are shared in the book. Code conversion. One more program we can see. That was simple BCD addition program. Here a conversion program, BCD to binary conversion. How you can convert? You should know the logic and then you can apply that logic. Got this program? To convert 2-digit BCD number stored at memory address 2200 hex into its binary equivalent number stored at 2300 hex. Very simple program. Sample program is shown. 2200 पे मैंने assume किया है 67 hex already present है. Okay. Then 2300 hex 6 into 0A hex plus 7. This is the basic logic which I have to use, which I have shown you already. 6 into 0A hex will give you 3C hex. देन +7, इसमें 7 प्लस करूंगी तो आई विल गेट 43 हेक्स, दिस विच इज माई BCD नंबर. ओके, which is my BCD number. So I am converting BCD to binary. 43 hexadecimal को अब मैं बाइनरी में कन्वर्ट करूंगी. दैट इज द सेम थिंग. ठीक है, जीरोज और 1 के फॉर्म में कन्वर्ट हो जाएगा. तो फॉर व्हाट आई विल डू, लोड द नंबर, सेव कर लिया उसको मैंने एक नए रजिस्टर में, दैट इज B. ANI 0FX, mask most significant 4 bits. What I am doing, see, this is 67 hex which is stored in register B. और अक्यूमुलेटर में क्या था मेरा, अक्यूमुलेटर में भी यही डेटा था, 2200 67. 67 को मैंने किया एंडिंग विद 0F हेक्स because I want to split 6 and 7. Is it clear? How I will split 6 and 7 number? 67 को अलग करना है मुझे, 60 + 7 करना है. ठीक है, तो मैंने मास्किंग कर दी है नंबर की, मास्किंग 0F. एंडिंग जब मैं 0 से करती हूँ तो मुझे फर्स्ट 4 डिजिट 0 मिलेगी, और F मीन्स 1111 हेक्स. 1111 हेक्स को मैं जब एंड करूंगी 7 के साथ, आई विल गेट 7 ओनली. सो व्हाट आई गॉट हियर, आई गॉट द सेकेंड डिजिट एज अ सेपरेट डिजिट. देन आई एम स्टोरिंग दैट डेटा इनटू C में क्या आ गया मेरा, 7 आ चुका है. ठीक है, देन मूव A, B में क्या था मेरा, 67 हेक्स. 67x which I have stored in B, that is moved into A. Again I am performing ANI, ending and masking FO hex to get only 6. जब मुझे 6 मिल जाएगा उसके बाद मैं क्या कर रही हूँ, 6 और 7 अलग अलग हो गया है. कन्वर्ट मोस्ट सिग्निफिकेंट 4 bits into unpacked BCD2. So I will rotate this 4 times and I will get unpacked BCD2 in register B. मूव B, A. RRC परफॉर्म होगा तुम्हारा अक्यूमुलेटर में, दैट विल बी सेंड टू रजिस्टर B. इज इट क्लियर? देन XRA, क्लियर अक्यूमुलेटर. Then set D as a multiplier of 10 because I have to use 0A hex multiply करना है. और अब मुझे मल्टीप्लीकेशन का लॉजिक अप्लाई करना है. मल्टीप्लीकेशन का लॉजिक मीन्स एडिशन ऑफ वन नंबर बाय n number of times to the second number. ठीक है, 2 into 4, तो मैं क्या करूंगी, 2 को 4 times ऐड कर दूंगी. दैट सेम लॉजिक आई एम अप्लाइंग ओवर हियर. एडिंग, डिक्रीमेंटिंग, then J and Z sum. Then after multiplying 6 into 0A hex, what I will do, I will add the LSB bits, that is 7, by the multiplication number, that is my this number 3C hex. इन दोनों को मैं ऐड कर दूंगी वापस, add C and I will get the result and I will store that result. So this is very easy program for BCD to binary conversion, but just you should know the logic, and this is the flowchart shown to you. Students, do you want to write the program? I will give just 2 minutes. You can write the program also. Finished? Okay, flow chart. See, just you should know the formula. Formula पता होगा तो तुम्हारा प्रोग्राम लिख सकते हो. वापस से इंस्ट्रक्शंस एक बार पढ़ लो स्टूडेंट्स, so that it will be very easier for you to write the program, because counter programs, subroutine programs, conversion program is there in your syllabus. So if you will be having doubts in next class or any program, see, if you are reading some books, you are writing some program, you are having some problem in logic or writing the program, we can discuss that in next class. So please come out with all of your doubts so that I can simplify. Then I will start with the next unit. That will be the last unit of your syllabus. So please, in the next class, tomorrow or day after tomorrow. Okay, tomorrow I think maximum students are having back exam. Please, anybody can reply for this. Back exam है क्या कल बच्चों के? I won't be taking class tomorrow because I heard there is back in. So please come out with all of your doubts till unit 4. We can discuss in the class. So is it clear, students? और आज कुछ डाउट पूछना हो तो पूछ लो. Any doubt? So the screen shows you that so okay students, goodbye. Continue next class.